Nobody told you that you'd face the truth alone, but you got the power to begin. Let yourself wander, let your spirit find the way, and reach for the power from within. Yeah. You've got no reason to let people keep you down. Stand up and fight for what you are, 'cause your biggest challenge is the one that lies within yourself. Know what you're fighting for. Hold on to the vision in your eyes. Keep the fire burning bright. Got to make them realize only with this power can you rise. Hold on to that vision in your eyes. Never surrender to the doubts that cloud your mind. Never retreat from who you are. No, love is the magic that you carry on and on and on and on. Know what you're fighting for. Hold on to the vision in your eyes. Keep the fire burning bright. Got to make them realize only with this power can you rise. Hold on to that vision in your eyes. Yeah. Hold on to the vision in your eyes. Keep the fire burning bright. Got to make them realize only with this power can you rise. Hold on to that vision in your eyes. Yeah, hold on to that vision in your eyes.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Greetings, universe! My name is Orbital Bacon, and I am certified G1 and a real freaking prime. Welcome to another live stream. It's Friday, the end of the week. That means if you're here, you are indeed made of sterner stuff. Wooga wooga and booga booga, bim bams and flum bums. Oh, what's going on? Welcome back to another edition of Sterner Stuff. You know what that means. You know what time it is. The weekend is once again here. Another week done. It is time to kick back and relax with the bim bams, the flum bums, the bacon ears and baconettes, otherwise known as the best community here on YouTube. You guys are absolutely awesome. So hopefully you are ready to kick back and relax. We're going to enjoy a good time, a good Friday night here as we kick off the weekend. We're setting sail, cruising on into the weekend right on board the Gyat Yacht here. We're going to be A-logging some cartoons after a stealth check.
Who got Pam Bondi link 10?
Let's go. Thank you, Bloodwork. Stealth check failed. Cake detected. There it is. And an E, elongated E, back to back. But wait, where's Shantae?
The weekend has not started until the station's own Scream Queen says so.
That's right. That's right. Our E, elongated E queen right there. Where is she though? How does she? That's not a stealth check. Okay, something. We were distracted. They were still looking. The detectors were still looking at Yuri. They were distracted there. I don't know how Shantae passed a stealth check. So yeah, she did an E, elongated E in secret. It was the secret one. Let's go. But thank you guys. Thank you guys. Appreciate the donos right out of the gate. So yeah, we're going to be A-logging some cartoons here tonight, going over the latest memes for these decades-old cartoons as we go through the Saturday morning preview for tomorrow morning, volume 147. It's crazy. It's crazy how close we're getting to volume 150. And then, of course, everybody's favorite segment of the week, the Waifu Roundup. Hopefully you've been keeping those Wrangle devices tuned up in tip-top condition because you're going to want to get these waifus in your stable. I've got a hunch. I've got a feeling that you're going to want to get these waifus in your stable. We got some awesome artwork from Master Krakken, as always, the rock star himself, always knocking it out of the park each and every week. We still got some from Odacat in there. Maybe a couple other artists might be showing up. You never know. You never know, but it's awesome. It's a great lineup, man. They're always doing great work, bringing new and exclusive waifu pinups to you each and every week. So, yeah, Shantae passed what Yuri never did. Well, I really do. I think it was because Yuri was still distracting the detectors there. So she probably won't get away with it again. If she does, then yeah, something's up. Something's up. If Shantae is able to pass another stealth check, something is definitely up. But methinks that she will fail the next one if we get another E, elongated E for you. All right. So yeah, we're gonna get in some good stuff though tonight, guys. Hopefully you're ready to have a good time here. It is Friday night. It is time to relax, to kick back, have a few laughs here. The week is done. So if you had a long week, maybe you had to do a lot of hard work, whatever it was, the week is over. It can't hurt you anymore. It's time to have a good time, okay? We're going to have a good time. We're going to be chilling.
Yuri, stay in my DMs.
Another stealth check from Bloodwork. Let's go. Thank you. She popped right up that time. Now let's see. Now it'll really be a test. If we get another E, elongated E, and it doesn't pop up, then yeah, the detectors are definitely distracted. But thank you, Bloodwork. Appreciate you, man. So we're going to get into all that stuff. We got a good show lined up for you tonight. But first of all, how are you guys doing, though? Are you doing all right? I've been saying, it's Friday. We're finally here, ready to kick off the weekend. But did you have a good week? I hope you did. Hopefully you did. Hopefully you had a good week. I know we didn't have a channel surfing this week. A lot of people are asking, what happened, man? I hope you're okay. If you're in the Discord, you already know it's easy to update people in there. And I did put a pinned comment on the community post, but I'm not sure if that actually gets through to everybody.
Magnificent! Look at the size of that thing!
You tittle makes me think of Attack on Titan, but for us it's Attack on Waifu. featuring giant waifu instead of titans. Lulololilol.
This is the place. Time to kick back and relax.
Thank you guys so much. I'm a little confused. I don't know how Rogue passed the stealth check. Something's broken. These pop-ups, man, something's broken. Rogue should never be able to pass a stealth check. I don't know what's going on right there, but Brazzle, look at the size of that thing. Look at the size of that dono right there. Thank you, Brazzle. Appreciate you, man. And then Ron McChaos. See, I knew it. I told you. I said, methinks that the next time the Shantae pop-up goes off, it'll happen immediately. She won't be passing another stealth check. There it was. So yeah, just a little glitch in the matrix there. I don't know exactly what's going on. A little bit of a glitch. You know, first Shantae doesn't pop up, then she does. Now we're not showing up, and we got more Shantae. Let's go.
Happy Easter.
Thank you, T-Bone. Kitty had to catch his breath at the end there. Did you notice that? Kitty had to do that slight pause. He's all the Easter. There you go.
Magnificent. Look at the size of that thing.
This will not stand. Face red, droopy eyes.
Thank you, Ron McChaos. Appreciate you. All right, so apparently just the first one. Just the first one doesn't want to pop up. It's funny how with Shantae and Rogue, you know, these other glitches, we've seen it happen with the Nicolas Cage pop up, the Linda Carter pop up, right? They don't show up at all, but Yuri always fails that stealth check. Even if it doesn't pop up at first, she'll pop up right there at the end. All the other ones have a full-blown glitch. They don't show up even for a split second at the end, but Yuri fails that stealth check every time.
You know what else won't stand? Cadia.
I don't understand that reference. You know what else won't stand? My understanding of that reference. What is that, Bloodwork? You'll have to fill me in on that one, but thank you. Thank you for the dono. I do appreciate it. Big support right out of the gate from the Baconeers tonight. We even had one come in early before the show even started, before the intro song.
Time to kick back and relax.
Kitty getting ready for Easter. Let's drink up, bitches.
Let's go. Thank you, Wolverine. More elongated E. He didn't have to take a breath on that one. He was able to get it all the way through, got a couple of robots in there, but T-Bone had him completely zooking out, multiple robots, running out of breath. That is a true elongated E right there. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Yeah, we even got one in early before the intro song and everything. Wiss, one half of the Cheddar Swiss Coalition, gave a dono. He let me know in the message. He said, won't be able to make it tonight, but wanted to toss a coin in for the waifus. So he was our stream boss there for a while. I thought he was going to make it. Oh, Reverb 154 with the base dono. Also passing the stealth check, apparently.
We have survived the week, and in 2 days is Easter Sunday. The perfect time to enjoy the waifus in their bunny suits holding their Easter baskets, running wild in the field with the Baconeers chasing them with their Easter nets just for the holiday.
That's right. Thank you, Reverb 154. Appreciate you, man, for that base dono right there. I don't know why all of them seem to be glitching out. At least on the first one. I don't get it.
Cadia broke before the guard did. Abaddon fanboys be say thing.
Thank you, Chester Stevens. What is that a reference to? Is that an Attack on Titan thing? That must be like something, because that was referenced earlier. So that's my guess. My guess is it's something to do with Attack on Titan. I have no idea. But yes, Easter is in a couple of days. Happy Easter to everybody. I'm just now realizing that I missed a perfect opportunity to load up tomorrow morning's lineup with a bunch of Easter commercials. Just completely zooked out on that one. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Thunder! Thunder! Thundercats!
I think we're gonna have to check and see which waifu pop-ups to see who passes the stealth checks tonight.
Thank you, Taverns Poll. We would have seen some Thunder Cake. No, you don't get any. Okay, because apparently Chitara, I think they're all glitching. It seems like it. With the exception of Yuri, she always pops up right at the end, even on the first one, which is wild. But all the others, because it's happened to every single one except for Yuri, that they have not popped up at all on the first try, and I'm guessing they'll come up on the second one.
Chester, not everyone is a Warhammer 40k fan. Ease up on your inner geek.
Oh, okay. It's a Warhammer reference. Okay. I was thinking maybe Attack on Titan, but if it's a Warhammer reference, yeah, I need to brush up on my lore. I need to brush up on my 40k lore, definitely. Check the cake radar. Yeah, I think it needs adjustment, man. I don't know what's going on. This is crazy. But yeah, I'm just now realizing Sunday is Easter, and I could have put a bunch of Easter commercials in tomorrow's lineup. I was zooking out. I didn't do it.
Is it like a play on words for Arcadia Falling? Only thing that popped into my head.
Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Very moist. Very wet.
Here's a real stealth check.
There we go. Failed. That's a real stealth check right there. Failed. Yeah, it's so weird, man. All the ones that normally work aren't working. All the ones that normally glitch out are working just fine. It's backwards day. I have no idea what's going on. Thank you, Ron McChaos. I appreciate that. But yeah, your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea what's going on with the pop-ups tonight. Hopefully they all get sorted out before the end of the show, or at the very least by the next one. But yeah, so kind of zooked out about Easter. Completely forgot. There's so many good ones too. There's the Cadbury bunny, you know, the little caramel bunny, the one where the animators knew what they were doing. They knew. In fact, we focused on it a couple of times last year for Easter, whatever the closest Saturday to Easter. I know I put some of those in the lineup last year. And then I think we even focused on them on one of the channel surfings. We haven't done like an Easter theme for channel surfing, but we got it in there somewhere. I think maybe mascots. Yeah, it was probably animated mascots.
The Baroness!
Stealth check, sound off.
Reverb 154, Baroness failing the stealth check immediately. Let's go. Glad that one's working. Thank you so much. But yeah, I think it was for the animated mascots theme on channel surfing. I was basically just all Cadbury bunny commercials. So yeah, exactly. Exactly, Ron McChaos. But yeah, they knew what they were doing. So yeah, kind of missed an opportunity. Could have put those in tomorrow morning, but we've seen them before. I've put them in past lineups. It'll be all right. I think we'll be okay. We could always watch a few tonight, maybe. You know, depending on what time we wrap up with all the other segments, maybe we'll just throw a couple of those commercials on. I'm pretty sure there's a YouTube video that just collected them all. So maybe we could put a couple of those on. But how are you guys doing, though? You guys doing well? You having a good week? I keep getting distracted. I know channel surfing did not happen this week. I was literally sat at the computer setting up the waiting room. You know, like the lobby, whatever you guys call it, before the stream starts, but you're able to start chatting. I was sat at the computer getting that ready to launch, and the power goes out. And I mean, big time outage. I heard a very loud pop, big loud bang outside, and power immediately dropped out. It didn't flicker off and on or anything. It just gone. And I had a feeling. I'm like, okay. Hopefully it'll come on in the next couple of minutes, but with that sound that I heard outside, probably not. And so I waited around for a while, kept waiting, almost like 2 hours, I think. I don't even know exactly. I don't even know exactly what time it was, but it was at least 2 hours. Power comes back on, which is great. I'm glad it didn't stay out longer than that. I think it was a blown transformer or something. I don't know exactly, but usually that means you're going to be out of power for a while. But by that time, you know, it's like 9:30, 10 o'clock, somewhere around in there when the power finally came back on. And I'm thinking, man, if I fire up channel surfing now, we're going to be here till 4 a.m. You guys know those streams go on for a while, and we've never done the Western theme before. And I remember seeing some people in chat talking about how they were real excited for that one. We're finally doing this theme. I got some stuff I want to send in. So I'm thinking, oh man, we're probably going to get a lot of clips sent in. And if we start nearly 2 hours late, that means we're going to be finishing 2 hours late, and they already go till like 1 or 2 in the morning. So I thought, let's not keep everybody up until 3 or 4 in the morning, at least on the East Coast. I know with like time zones, it's a little different. You might not have to stay up quite as late to check all of channel surfing on the West Coast. But for most people, like in Eastern and Central times, I'm thinking, let's not keep them up till 3 in the morning, and we'll just skip channel surfing this week, which was a bummer. You know, it was just a power outage. It's not like I wasn't feeling well or anything like that. So it was kind of a bummer because I was all ready to go. But we are going to save that theme, okay? So don't think that any work that you did gathering clips, you know, getting a list like Michael Russum always has his list ready to go. Prince of the Abyss has a list ready to go. Don't think that work was for nothing. Just save it, okay? Just hold on to it. You know, maybe make a little playlist on YouTube or bookmark or something, because we will keep that theme for this week. Okay, for this coming Wednesday, we'll keep that theme. I was looking forward to it because I've never been that big a fan of Western stuff. So I know that you guys are going to have a whole bunch of stuff that I've never seen before that I'll probably want to check out, because now Westerns are pretty cool. You know, I have a different view on them now. You know, I like them now, but as a young bacon bit, I was like, no, I want sci-fi. I want
Where's
robots and superheroes.
Hip hop to the hip ID hop 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 ID, hop hop high kick hop hippie hop pip pip. Now bounce bunny. Bounce bunny to the hip ID hop top. Who don't want to stop that bounce bunny, bounce bunny. The Cobra Commander wishes you a happy mongoose beating day.
Double hug, double hugging, double bump, double bumpin'.
Wooga, wooga, booga, booga, zooka, zooka. Thank
you, Robert Benson. Whoa, and then T-Bone. T-Bone's getting us mesmerized. That one didn't glitch out.
1. Waifu Lucy Heartfilia. Pet 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 2. 9,000 gigaletters of chocolate wrangle tub. Nanya AI Nanya AI Nanya AI. Dip waifu into the deep wrangle tub of chocolate, sink up to her neck, secure cake, chocolate hardens, lick waifu post-wrangle.
Is this a recipe for some? What are we? I'm a little. Half of that didn't even sound like English. But no, thank you, T-Bone Tony. Appreciate the big dono right there. Mesmerizing size dono right there. Thank you, Loki Thorson with triplet fever. But Nick Cage passing the stealth check. Okay, that one's zooking out too. But thank you for that imagery there with the bounce bunny to the hip hip hop. Thank you so much. Cobra Commander wishes you a happy mongoose beating day. Thank you. We're gonna need Cobra's help pretty soon here.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Oh, I have a YouTube playlist, even really had to dig around for one.
Nice. Okay, well, hang on to it. Like I said, we're going to keep that theme. We're not just letting that one go by the wayside. We're going to keep that one. So thank you, man. Appreciate you. And Robert Benson with the double bumpin', which I thought was also going to glitch out, but showed up at the very end, kind of like Yuri. So stealth check failed, I guess, on that one. Thank you, Robert Benson. And then T-Bone with that massive mesmerizing dono right there. Sounded like it was a recipe for something. I'm not exactly sure. Thank you so much. And then Brazzle with the Excuse Me, Princess. Yes, hang on to that YouTube playlist, man. Thank you guys so much. Massive support tonight, man. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, apologies for missing channel surfing this week. Out of my control. At least the power came back on that same night. It was just a few hours, so not too terribly bad, but we did miss channel surfing. So we're going to keep that theme coming up. We got another from Ron McChaos.
This one had better not pass.
No, let's go. K's out. If Yuri always fails a stealth check and K is doing a KO right there, K's out, she's not passing a stealth check either, okay? That's how it is. That's how it is. So yeah, everything should be fine. Hopefully. I mean, it wasn't even storming or anything. I have no idea what caused it. It wasn't storming. They have been doing construction, so maybe it had something to do with that. But otherwise, we're good to go. If there's no other storms or power outages or anything, we're good to go for Wednesday. So hopefully you guys are good to go for this weekend. Let's hurry up and get into it, man. I keep getting distracted, but there were some things to catch up on. Just a couple, but I do keep getting distracted. So let's go ahead and get into it. We need to say hi to everybody. Okay, we need to say hi to everybody first. Looks like we got a good crew here. Be sure to like up the stream if you're ready to set sail and cruise on into the weekend right here on board the Gyat Yacht. And those moldy oldie bacon ears, they already know when it's time to say hello. But if you're new, I'll let you know what to do right after Jubilee gets done rocking out to the X-Men theme here.
Gotta make up for the missed day lula lolly lol.
Thank you, Braz. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, so if you're new, I will let you know what to do. You just gotta put that bacon in the sky. Send it way up high, all the way up into orbit. Look at it flying up there. That's a lot of bacon going up into the sky. It's cloudy. It's covered. I like it. Let's go. I see Waste of Space, a.k.a. Cheetos, a.k.a. the #1 troll with his catchphrase, Bah Humzook. What's going on, man? We got Kakarot. He's got some bunnies in there with his bacon. There's No Name OVA. We got Imputi. Hey, Sushi. Ad user. What's going on? We got Definitely Not Hunter Batista. Definitely not fooling anybody. That is Hunter Batista. Ron McChaos. Hey, old brother. We got Taverns Pull. / with the bacon. Hellspawn Leviathan. Hail to you as well. Saint Adam. / with the bacon. What's going on? We got K Ojo. Michael Russum. Good to see you, brother. Hopefully you're doing well. Jason Long is here. What's up, man? We got Chichi Boy. Soul Edge is here. What's going on? There's Chester Stevens, the other half of the Cheddar Swiss Coalition, although we know that Wiss will not be able to make it tonight. He came in early with a super chat, but the other half of the Cheddar Swiss Coalition is still here, so you guys watch out. We got Retro Ryu. Good to see you. There's Kenzo's Creations, my eternal rival in Crossfire. He's got his Zoomerangs ready to battle to the death for Nocturna. Let's go. Reverb 154 is fueling up the thrust bus. Hell yeah.
I don't know if Master Goddy is interested in making comics like Master Krakken is. But if he is some inspiration for the Grandmaster to start the creative juices flowing.
Thank you. Whoa, Wolverine, holy shit! Let's go! Whoa, buddy, get those guitars up. We are rocking out. Holy shit! Let's go! Oh, she's grinding all over the chat. Tyrant's Bull, Ron McChaos, T-Bone, Waste of Space. She's grinding all over the chat. Oh, she almost went overboard, going off the stage there. Tomatoes, Killer Tomatoes, Kyle Conklin, Neo 007. Let's fucking go. We are rocking the fuck out tonight. Let's go.
I'm ordering animatedis for everybody.
Thank you, Wolverine.
The brilliant star that shines through the night. The hot flashes that make evil sweat. Riseman stands before you.
Thank you, Neostar Productions, with another stealth check. Let's go. Pizza rolls raining. It's a party now. Hell yeah, man. Oh, Wolverine says a round of waifus for everyone. Let's go, man. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. All right, let's finish these shout outs here. Man, the stealth check's going crazy tonight.
Wolvie cashed his crazy check.
Yeah. Thank you, Bloodwork. Appreciate you, man. Going crazy with the stealth checks tonight. Brazzle with the
now
KO.
That's a boss move. Hail to the new boss.
Yeah, man. Right, coming in hot right there. Massive dono right out of the gate. We're still doing shout outs over here. Thank you guys, man. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Let's see. I believe we left off with Kenzo's Creations talking about battling to the death with Zoomerangs for Nocturna. We got Gojira, aka Philip, in here. There's Bloodwork for crying in the mud, Bobby. Everybody run. It's Bloodwork. We got T-Bone, the Bard. What's up, T-Bone? Let's see. We got Reese. What's going on? Adam for Christ is here. Hail, brother. We got Shadow Op. Cheers. Wolverine. There he is right there with the bacon. We got Jason Long. Hail, brother. What's up? There's Prince of the Abyss. Good to see you, sir. We've got Kyle Conklin here, one half of the Maloon Conklins. That's a new tag team. Isaac Nieder is here. We got Gabriel Villegas. There's James D. Morris says it's Bacon and Roses time. That's right. Tomatoes, Killer Tomatoes. What's going on, man? Let's see. Duo Maxwell is here. Good to see you, sir. Ricardo Vasquez. What's up? We got Morph Napa. What's up, Morph? Let's see. I think I got Gojira already. Gabriel Villegas. Yeah, we got you guys. Oh, that's all. We're in all the guitars now. No wonder. I'm like, hold on. That's not even bacon anymore. Let's see. Where did we leave off? Commies and Odd People. What's going on, man? Let's see. We've got Robert Benson here. Good to see you, sir. Loki Thorson. There he is, representing the Cobra Law firm, which I think Skeletor might need their help. Okay, a lot of J-Law this weekend, a whole lot. We got Talicaman here. What's up, Talicaman? There's Rex Rude 99. Hey, old brother. Sean Weitzel is here. We got DeHarka 88. Good to see you guys. Incoming for You's got some bacon for us. Ricardo Vasquez. It looks like Mario mushrooms in there with the bacon. There's Tim J. Hail, brother. What's up? We got Leave Me Alone, Please No. Johnny Hollywood. What's going on, Johnny Hollywood? Neo 007. Let's see. I think I might have caught up there. I was going through all the guitars and stuff too, trying to get back to the bacon. It's crazy. A lot of people here. That's awesome, man. Awesome to see. Ricardo Huff is here. What's up, man? Let's see. Anybody else that I may have missed? I think I lost my place there. Whole lot of bacon and guitars. It's just starting to blend together now. But if I didn't give you a shout out, just put some bacon up in chat. That usually catches my attention. Or you can definitely get my attention through a super chat. There is a link pinned there in the live chat as well if you'd like to support the channel and the artists who bring us new and exclusive waifu pinups each and every week. And you guys have already been supporting them like crazy tonight. Thank you guys so much. I see Richard Hooper's in the chat. We got Milk and Dew. Carlos Cal is here. A couple others that I'm still catching. That's good. That's good. Yeah, just keep putting the bacon up there. Neo Star Productions, who also earlier announced the arrival of Raiza Man with a stealth check there. So thank you guys. Hopefully I caught everybody. If I didn't, I'll keep my eye on the chat as we go along here. That way I can give you a shout out at some point, hopefully there. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get into it. We got the Saturday morning preview. We got the waifu roundup. We've got a midnight movie tonight in OBTV. We're going to be having some fun with that one. I'm sure we were going crazy. The last few weeks have been so good. The midnight movies on Friday. It's a shame that they mostly all have to be in OBTV because of copyright or whatever else that is preventing it from being shown on YouTube. Kind of a bummer because, you know, I'd like a larger audience to be able to experience some of these things, because that's what you're not just watching, especially with the Baconeers. especially when we're in mystery bacon theater mode and we're riffing on these in the chat while we're watching them. It's no longer just watching a movie. We are experiencing these movies. And so I like it to be where the most people possible can experience these with us. But unfortunately, we're having to keep them in OBTV. But man, they have still been so much fun. The past few weeks have been just crazy. Star Crash, all sorts of stuff, man. Soul Edge, let's go.
Double bumpin'.
Double
Why
bumpin'.
not? And last but not least T.
And one last E there for good measure. For the road. One more E for the road. Thank you, Soul Edge. Appreciate that. Double bumping right there. But yeah, and we got Coco Artist in the house. What's going on? I see Slayer as well. Good to see you guys. Glad you could make it. But yeah, we've been having so much fun with those midnight movies, and I believe tonight will be no exception. I think that we're going to have fun riffing on tonight's movie as well. I've got one planned that I'm trying to decide, actually. I'm probably going to show it next week. It's either going to be next Friday or the Friday after. It's coming up like real soon because I've been wanting to show this. And I think I can put it on YouTube. But the thing about it is it's so bizarre. It's so random, obscure, kind of out of left field that I don't, it's almost like the opposite of what I was just talking about. I was just saying like, yeah, man, I wish we could get these on YouTube and most people could experience them. But this one that I'm thinking of coming up in either next Friday or the Friday after is so bizarre that maybe fewer people should experience it. However, I will tell you this. I'll just give you a little heads up because people have been asking for such a long time, for so long. People have been asking, where is that scene from the end of Anime Grindhouse? You know, I have Shantae dancing for the credits of these live streams. We've got kind of like, you know, the 80s synthwave grid with space in the background at the end of Saturday morning cartoons. But at the end of Anime Grindhouse, you got a couple of Japanese girls riding on a motorcycle in front of a pretty cheesy looking green screen. And there's like wind and paper and even people being blown away, just carried away in the wind behind them as they drive their motorcycle. And people are like, where is this from? And I've kept it secret all this time. All this has been like a year. It's been at least, maybe longer. All this time, people have been wondering. I've kept it secret, but you know what? I think I'm going to finally reveal it. Not tonight, but coming up either next Friday or the Friday after. The midnight movie will be the source of that Anime Grindhouse outro. But it's so bizarre. It's so bizarre that I'm actually wondering because it can be played on YouTube. I could put it on YouTube, but do I really want to? Maybe we want to keep it secret, keep it exclusive. So just those that tune in to the OBTV Discord watch party will be able to find out, or maybe it's to protect the public at large because this didn't get released. Okay, they didn't release this show or movie or whatever. It escaped, and it might be a danger to the unsuspecting public if they're not properly prepared to handle this level of Zook. Okay, this level of jank, it might be harmful. So yeah, we might have to keep it in OBTV just because I know you guys in there can handle the Zook. You can handle the jank. We've seen worse in there, but you know, just the general public though, I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna keep that one a surprise. It's not tonight. It's gonna be either next week or the following week. I'll give you more information as we get closer. But tonight it'll be an OBTV. It's going to be a fun time. So we've got that coming up. Just going to be a good weekend overall. I've been waiting for this weekend. I've been looking forward to it. You know, Easter Sunday just feels like an extra layer of chill on top of most weekends have kind of a standard level of chill, but Easter Sunday adds an extra layer of chill. You know, some people might have Monday off. Some people might have had today off, you know, for Good Friday. So hopefully you are having a good time tonight. Hopefully you had a good week at the very least. You know, if you didn't, it's over now. It can't hurt you anymore. So let's enjoy the weekend together. We got Saturday morning cartoons tomorrow, Anime Grindhouse. I keep meaning to bring back gaming streams on Sunday, and things just keep coming up. But hopefully we can get a gaming stream on Sunday. There's that new Marvel collection of games. Although I heard that the online with the X-Men game, which is apparently the only game that has online capability, is shitty. Yeah, it's just shit.
Before I have to go out IRL, enjoy tonight wrangling waifus and enjoy the midnight movies in OBTV. Wrangle the bunny waifus and cover them in chocolate sauce. Pet 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 nanue I nanue I pet pet nanue I nanue I ya.
What the fuck?
That level of jank would KO the norms.
Exactly, Brazzle. That's what I'm concerned. I'm concerned for the normies. I don't think we really have many normies that watch this stuff, but you know what I mean. I'm concerned for the normies. We don't want to over zook them there. But thank you, T-Bone. Appreciate that. I don't know how you managed to get Kitty to zook out in new ways, new and interesting ways every week. It seems like you're getting Kitty to zook out. But thank you. I appreciate the support, man. We might check out some bunny waifus here tonight. Yeah, I didn't have a nostalgia spotlight segment prepared ahead of time. I just didn't have time. But maybe that's what we'll do for it. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll check out some of those Cadbury commercials I was talking about, and that way, when you watch the replay, there'll be some bunny waifus waiting for you. So thank you for the support. Speaking of, we need to hail the stream boss. We have a very mighty health bar right now. Wolverine with 109 hit points on the health bar. That's pretty base. Let's see if we can make it 110. All hail Wolverine. Let's go. Get those pizza rolls raining. Get the waifu swinging for you, good sir. Thank you so much for the massive support tonight. Right out of the gate. We're still getting into the first segment of the show, and we've already got a couple. I'm assuming there's got to be at least a couple of meters full already, but that's good because you know the waifus, they go whack for the stack, so you know that they're going to be quite happy if we keep that perpetual waifu machine fueled up, so that way you have some new waifus to wrangle. Get them in your stable, okay? But that'll be a little later. First, let's get into the Saturday morning preview. Volume 147 coming up tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys know the drill. It's the usual 3-hour block, full 3 hours for you from 9 to noon Eastern. Volume 147, getting closer and closer each and every week to 150. Man, it's gonna be crazy. And I need the episode selections. Okay, so for those of you with blue shields next to your name, that means you are a coffee member at any level. All 3 levels. There's only 3 levels, but all 3 levels get that blue shield. And that means I need an episode selection.
I watched the Machine Girl, you know, the Asian chick with a minigun strapped to her arm. Nobody in this stream is normal, lol.
Yeah, exactly, Soul Edge. Yeah, and there was one, speaking of Machine Girl, we watched one similar to that. It was called like Bloody Metal or something. Very similar though. Very similar. Although instead of a minigun strapped to her arm, I think she had a chainsaw leg or something. But yeah, we don't do normal. We don't do normal here, okay? Oh man, good stuff. So yeah, send in your episode selection if you are a channel member over on Coffee. That's anybody that has a blue shield in chat, although I'm pretty sure you know if you're a channel member or not. But yeah, send in your episode selection. A good idea to pick more than one just in case somebody happens to pick the same one as you. Or if you don't have a specific episode, you can just say a show and I'll pick an episode for you. And again, in case somebody doubles up on that show, it's a good idea to send me more than one choice, you know, just in case. I'll try to get everybody's first choice on there. But yeah, like I said, if shows end up doubling up, then we'll use a different one. But that's going to be volume 150. Okay, so you've got a couple of weeks. But it's getting here fast. So send those in. But tomorrow is volume 147, and we are just doing things business as usual here with Zook and Jank and wall-to-wall waifus stacked and packed like every volume we've been doing. we're keeping it going for you here. It's actually a pretty J-Law filled lineup. I was going through the clips trying to get some memes ready, and there were a lot of J-Law moments. I actually had to trim them down. I'm like, okay, let's not just have like half a dozen J-Law clips and that's it. We want a couple of other things in here for the Saturday morning preview. But yeah, it's going to be a busy morning for Skeletor. He might be calling in backup for the Cobra law firm in case he can't handle all these cases. But yeah, it's going to be wild. That's why I named the stream. It's Attack of the Driving Waifus, the waifu drivers. I know people made reference earlier to Attack of the 50-foot waifus, and don't get me wrong, that would be fun too. But tomorrow morning, it's the waifu drivers. We are under attack, okay? Run for your lives, head for the hills, because we are definitely under attack by waifu drivers tomorrow. Tavern's Pool says, come on, guys. I was able to make a whole volume. You could think of a few episodes. Look at Tavern's like kind of putting some smack talk out there, saying, look, I did a whole volume by myself. I even picked the commercials, which he did, actually. He picked the commercials out, too. So, yeah, now that one man, all alone, was able to do this. So, yeah, you guys can send me just a couple of options, and we'll get a member's choice selection for volume 150. Yeah, Tavern's Pool says, I did my part, and then some. Yeah, that's right. No, J-Law is involved in tomorrow morning's lineup. So we've got selections from the 80s and 90s. Tried to get a couple of shows that we haven't seen in a while. I even managed to find a brand new one. So a couple of shows have gone by the wayside over this past year. We lost Ulysses 31. There was a scare with Biker Mice from Mars, although I think it's safe. I put it in a couple of recent volumes and we didn't get any trouble. But there was a scare for a minute there where we thought we were losing Biker Mice from Mars. That would have been a major bummer. Ulysses 31 was a pretty big bummer. Love the theme song, and the show's pretty zooked out. So kind of a bummer on that one. And then there were a few that it was kind of like, who cares? Action Man. All right. No big loss. No big loss with Action Man. No more Action Man. But yeah, so we've lost a handful of shows, so it's nice to find new ones.
Hell no, we're not normal, and we take pride in that. We're the bacon ears. You can be one too. 'Cause zooking out normies is the thing to do.
That's right. We're the Baconeers. You can be one too. 'Cause zooking out normies is the thing to do. I'm assuming you were making a Captain Planet reference with that. Otherwise, that's just typical white guy rap. But yeah, so we've got stuff from the 80s and 90s tomorrow. I managed to find a new show, which is always nice because we seem to lose a couple of shows each year. So I try to find some new ones to balance it out. And we did get a couple other new shows recently. Obviously, Goldie Gold is a big one. Jana of the Jungle. And very recently, we got Space Strikers. However, that one, I don't know if it's everybody's favorite new show because it does that thing that the Bots Master does, where it says, it doesn't say that it's laser time, but it's basically laser time, with the 3D, where all the 3D effect is just something in the foreground rotating in a different direction than the things in the background. And every time it happens, whether it's Bots Master or just those couple episodes of Space Strikers that I've played so far, I see tons of people in the chat going, this is making me dizzy. I'm going to throw up. I'm getting nauseous. This is making me dizzy. And so I'm kind of hesitant to play those shows because I'm not trying to give anybody like a brain aneurysm. Yeah, the parallax scrolling. Yeah, it's some of that parallax scrolling right there. It's pretty janky. I don't know how that's supposed to result in a 3D effect, even if you did have the glasses. I mean, I guess the stuff in the background looks like it's further in the background and it's moving in a different direction. So 3D, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it tends to make a lot of people dizzy, at least according to the chat. And so I don't know if we're going to play those shows very often. But I found another new show, and it does not have laser time. Okay, all right, you guys can rest, you can relax. Don't worry, there's no laser time. There's no attempt at janky 3D in this new show. But it is jank. It is still, it doesn't need laser time. I will warn you in that regard. Okay, you can relax that there's not going to be anything that makes you dizzy, but don't get too comfy. Like, don't relax too much, because the show is still incredibly janky with some pretty bad voice acting. Like in the good way, like so bad it's good. There were a couple of moments I felt like making clips out of, but they weren't really memes. It was just, why did he say the line like that? You know, I'm going through the episode and I'm thinking to myself, that was an interesting choice. Like, okay, maybe they had no direction. Maybe they had no idea what was going on in this scene, and so they just had to wing it, just make it, because that didn't fit at all. But it's not really. It's like, can I make a meme? It's just like 10 seconds of just a weird line read. So you guys will just have to tune in tomorrow to find out. All right, new show, cheesy voice acting. Yes, like chef's kiss cheese. All right, it's just right. The level of cheese. It's so bad, but so good. And it's a new show, and if you guys like it, I've got the whole thing in decent enough quality. I don't know that this was ever released on DVD. In fact, I don't know if anybody's going to have even heard about it. I had never heard about it until it was shown to me. You know, I was like, what the hell is this? And then I checked it, and I'm like, okay, well, we can use it. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's throw an episode in and see what the bacon ears think. And then that's when I found out how bad the voice acting was, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be real good. So yeah, we've got that coming up tomorrow, and a few other oldies but goodies. You know, some stuff that we know and love. So I think it's gonna be a fun morning. Let's see what we've got here, though. We're gonna start out. We got a couple of shows from the 80s, and then we'll finish off with a couple of shows from the 90s. So let's see a couple that we've got here. First off, one that we haven't seen in a little while. Been a little while. But, you know, we've seen quite a few, and I felt like it was time once again that we get a visit from the Cadillac Cats. That's right. We got Cleo here. Cleo from the Cadillac Cats trying to figure out, how do record players work? How do those, are magnets involved? I don't know. How do they work? But we've got an episode of Cadillac Cats where a riffraff, well, sometimes he's got a one-track mind. A lot of times, in fact, I would say he's got a one-track mind. It's just, what track is that mind on? Sometimes he's just wanting to sleep. Sometimes he's wanting to eat. And sometimes, well, he's wanting some Cleo here, okay? And so he gets the bright idea. And I'm sure, as most of the audience, according to my analytics, is men, we do have some baconettes. We do have a couple. There are a couple of baconettes in the audience. But the vast majority of the baconeers are just that, baconeers. We are men. We are men. And so I'm wondering, because I'm sure quite a few of you have had this notion before, where there's a girl that you're starting to like, and you know, maybe things are getting a little hot and heavy, you know, and you're thinking, well, gee, I would like to have this more often. It's a shame that she has to go home at the end of the night. She lives somewhere else, a separate location from me. And that means I have to wait. I have to wait for whenever she can come over, and then we can, you know, post-wrangle activity, whatever you be getting up to. And so you might have that notion and think, well, what if she lived here? What if she just moved? I've got some extra room. This place is pretty big. What if she lived here? Then we could have post-wrangle activity anytime. Oh, buddy. So that's a rookie mistake right there. So yeah, we got Riff Raff here. He's getting that notion. He's over here. He's in his filthy docile. I don't even know if I should be talking that much shit, because it's like, doesn't look too different from my room sometimes, you know. But yeah, he's starting to think to him, you know, it wouldn't be so difficult to clean up if I had someone to help clean up, you know?
It would be nice having her here. I wouldn't have to go out chasing around.
He's like, hey, you know, it'd be kind of nice having her here. I wouldn't have to go chasing after it, chasing it around. Whoa, buddy. See, he's getting that notion. He's getting that notion right there. As he cleans off the couch, he's probably thinking of some other things that, you know, it'd be nice. It'd be nice.
It would be nice having her here. I wouldn't have to go out chasing around for intelligent conversation.
Sure. Nice save right there. You know, just in case. You never know who's watching. You never know who's listening in. I wouldn't have to go chasing around for intelligent conversation. Yeah. Now be careful there, Riff Raff. So he does invite her in. Not just for, you know, dinner, Netflix and chill. Not just for Netflix and chill. He invites her to move in. He said, hey, come live with me here. I got space. I won't have to chase you around, you know. So she takes him up on it, and we get a whole new level of J-Law. Okay, that's why I said it's Attack of the Waifu Drivers, because that'll make you think J-Law. But there's all sorts of J-Law in tomorrow morning's lineup, not just vehicular. Okay, vehicular J-Law is only one aspect. Okay, you're gonna find out there's layers. I'm sure you guys already know. You guys already know that there's layers to J-Law, but we're gonna get one on full display here.
Who goes there?
It's me, Riff. I'm taking you up on your offer.
You took me up on my offer? Great!
Bush and I are here. We're moving in.
Right away. I mean, she's not even in the door yet. I was going to say first thing she does walking in the door. She's not even in the door yet. She only knocked. She's still standing in the doorway, and we get our first just like a woman. She's like, yeah, I got Bush here. Yeah, he's moving too. Okay, I got my dog. All right, he's moving in too. Yeah, she has a dog. Okay, whatever weirdness that these are, these weird like sentient cats have pet dogs. We're just, don't even try to wrap your head around that one. Okay, there's already enough going on here with all the J-Law. We don't need to worry about the dogs. But yeah, she's bringing her dog. Didn't ask or anything. Just, yep, I'm here. Got all my stuff. Got my pet. We're ready to move in. But that's just the first. Okay, this is a J-Law onion, and we're just on the first layer.
Bush? What the?
Gee, thanks, Riff. Well, a few things here, a little curtain there.
And now she's redecorating. It just keeps going. She's on a roll. She can't be stopped. It's so over. It's so over. I love how Riff Raff is like Bush, what? And she's like, yeah, thanks. She's like, yeah, thanks. And just walks right in and then immediately starts to redecorate. Yeah, you know what? We'll redecorate a little, put a curtain over here. We're going to move this stuff out of the way. Yeah, J-Law strategy. She was strategizing before she even got there.
This is great. I'll take it.
Great!
Oh no, Riff Raff. You think you'll be able to just go goblin mode and post up in the hammock? Those days are over, buddy. See, this is what I mean. Sometimes the one track mind, it takes over. And you think you're being clever. You're like, wait a minute. If I had her move in with me, then we get post-wrangle activity all the time. I'm a genius. But that's that one track mind, because see, now what you think that everything else will stay the same. Like, the only difference is I won't have to wait for her to come over. No, everything changes. You think you can just go goblin mode and post up in the hammock and do absolutely nothing all day? You can just sit and play video games all day. It's over, buddy. It's over.
Yeah, listen, I'll just settle in while you're moving.
Moving? You gotta mean moving you in.
No, I mean you are moving out.
Holy shit. It got even worse. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. When she's already on a J-Law rampage, she kicks him out. She's like, yeah, I'll take it. Oh, okay, cool. You're moving in. No, you're doing the move. And so he's thinking, oh, I got to move all your stuff? No, you're moving out. Holy shit,
Where's
man.
triplets?
Triplets?
Fever.
Checking in from work, bim bams and flum bums. Have a great stream.
Thank you, Alchemy. Appreciate the triplets fever right there with Nicolas Cage. Thank you so much, man. Hopefully you're doing well at work. Hopefully that goes well for you and ends swiftly so you can relax the rest of the night. So yeah, we got Riff Raff thinking that he was gonna hand Cleo the mop of destiny here. You know, this was the vision in his mind. He's like, oh, I'm gonna give her the mop of destiny. I'm finally gonna have a clean place. It's gonna be great. And then no, she's like, no, you're moving out. Okay, you invited me to live in your house. Don't you understand what that means? You basically gave me your house. It's mine now. So you go find somewhere else to live. Me and my dog Bush. Why did she name her dog Bush? But so they're taking over. You're out of here, pal. Felt it. It's over. So yeah, Riff Raff making that fatal mistake. You can't even be too hard on him because I feel like a lot of us have been there. I know I've been there. You know, you're thinking with the one track mind. You think you got it all figured out. You're being smart, and then you end up. It's like self-feltoning. You self-felted. Oh no. Yeah, he should have put it in right. Should have gotten a contract. Should have gotten a contract. Yeah. Oh, she did, man. She tossed him out of there. She's going goblin mode. Look at her. She gets in the hammock. He's like, no, you move all the stuff. And then you move yourself out of here. She's going goblin mode. Like, what the hell? So yeah, we got a crazy episode of the Cadillac Cats. Cleo is in whole new levels of J-Law. This isn't vehicular stuff anymore. She's screwing with the man's home. Okay, with the man's the place where he rests his head. Okay. So this is whole new levels of J-Law here. All right, next up, we have got an episode of Filmation's Ghostbusters. This is another one I feel that we haven't seen in quite a while. And this is the waifu that you might have noticed in the thumbnail. Of course, if there's a chance for us to have a
Green skin girls!
we're going to have green skin girls on the thumbnail. So we've got Apparitia, a very underrated green skin girl. She definitely needs more attention here. You know, Filmation's Ghostbusters, it's kind of just the butt of a joke, you know? It's like, oh, well, there's the real Ghostbusters, and then you got Filmation's Ghostbusters, and that's why they had to call the real Ghostbusters the real Ghostbusters. And other than that, not too many people talk about it. They're just, yeah, it's the reason why, and that's about it. But the show's actually pretty good. It's got some nice waifus in it. We've got Apparitia, top tier, always with the hip popped. Okay, every single frame, the hip is popped. And she also has that Southern Belle accent. Okay, so you got to enjoy that Southern Belle accent. So we've got Apparitia here and more J-Law. Okay, you think that was it? It was just going to be Cleo and that would be it? No, we've got more J-Law. This time we find that it doesn't necessarily have to be any sort of motorized vehicle. And we've reached this conclusion before. We saw, what was her name? Orange Brenda from Conan crash a canoe. There's no motor in that. But even if the vehicle, if the conveyance is powered by magic, it can still be J-Lawed. And we're going to see that here with Apparitia. an epic moment of J-Law.
Careful, witch!
Careful, you wench! You wench! See what I mean, though? Every single frame, even when she's driving a floating gondola, whatever the hell this is, powered by magic, still has the hip popped. Even when her evil overlord, Primeval, is yelling at her, calling her a wench, still got the hip popped. But she is driving, so you might not want to distract her too much there, buddy.
Careful, witch!
Oh, did I frighten you, evilness?
Nothing frightens me!
Nothing frightens me except a waifu driver. That is the true terror that lurks in the night, okay? All of these villains, half of the villains have opened up law firms. You know, you got Skeletor with the J Law firm, you got Cobra Commander with the Cobra Law firm, and now Primeval, who is finally becoming aware of the threat of J Law. He didn't know. You know, he's back there taunting her. He's backseat driving in the magic boat. He's like, careful, wench. You know, and then she's like, oh, well, maybe you need to sit down and shut up. Maybe you should be fearing for your life.
Hopefully we will always have Nocturna. The French folks should let us keep dragonflies.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, we will. There's been no attempt. There's not even been an attempt to claim dragonflies. In fact, I don't think anybody wants it. I think they would be happy if nobody knew that it was them who made it, who owned it originally. So yeah, they're not even attempting to claim that one. So as far as I can tell, you know, for the foreseeable future, we will have dragonflies. We will have more Nocturna. So thank you, Kenzo's Creations. I appreciate that, man. All right, so yeah, we've got a supervillain here who is just now learning of the dangers of J-Law, something he's afraid of.
Course not.
Now you've done it! Do look where you're going from now on.
So she J-Law'd into a wrangle. We've seen a wrangle get broken by a J-Law. If you guys remember Goldie Gold with her anti-gravity boots, she was all wrangled and tangled up and then turned on her anti-gravity boots and J-Law'd herself right out of a wrangle situation. Well, now we've got it backwards. Now we've got Apparitia here who has J-Law'd the magic boat right into some wrangle vines. I mean, to be fair, the vines did just jump right out at her. They came out of nowhere. They jumped out in front of her. Okay, let's be fair. Okay, these vines, these wrangle vines hanging from the ceiling, they totally jumped out in front of her. It's not her fault. She was watching where she was going.
Yes! Yes!
10 big Bison Bucks from 40K ants.
It's good that he's not frightened. He should be terrified.
Be worried. That's right. Thank you, 40K ants. Appreciate the 10 big Bison Bucks. Yeah, I need that clip of Psycho Gorman. Be worried. Yeah, he should be. He should be very worried. So yeah, so she J-Law'd right into a wrangle. So we've got a bit of a combo here. Bit of a combo. J-Law'd into a wrangle. The vines, they totally jumped out in front of her.
Done it! Do look where you're going from now on.
And you already know, just by the look on her face right there, you can tell. She's about, well, let me ask you, chat. Do you think she's about to take accountability? I'm going to ask you. I'm going to see what chat thinks. You know, based on that reaction, he told her, hey, you need to watch where you're going. And then just looking at her face right there. Is she about to take accountability? No. Nope. Holy shit, chat cracking me up. Nope. That's right. That's right. So we've got Apparitia here causing trouble. J-Law moment, scary enough to actually strike fear into Primeval. He learned to fear that day. But also J-Law's so much that it ends up getting her wrangled, nearly wrangled. It's not really a full-on wrangle because he does instantly blast her out of those vines that just jumped right out in front of her totally. But it does give the other Ghostbusters an idea. You know, they see her in those wrangle vines and they're thinking, well, maybe I want Apparitia in my stable. You know, speaking of wrangling, maybe I want to get her wrangled myself. He's going for it. Whoa, buddy. Look at that. Yeah, that's the freehand wrangle right there. No device, no lasso, no nets, no grappling hooks. He's not even using a magical wrangle spell. All right, he's just going right in for it. The freehand wrangle, trying to get her in his stable. Let's see how it turns out. The way she leans back into it, though. Hold on. She's into it. Okay. She was a little shocked at first, a little surprised, right? Surprise. Surprise. But then she's like, you know what? Hey, buddy. Whoa, buddy. But no, actually, it's another swerve. Yet another. So she's just, you know, whiplash over here. One swerve after another. Because she's about to display yet another anti-wrangle technique. Gone. Simple, but effective. In fact, why have we not thought of this one before? The teleportation, the anti-wrangle teleportation. Kind of surprised we haven't thought of it, but also haven't seen a waifu use it up until now. Simple but effective, though. Simple but effective. Even if I think she was, I think that there might have been a little chemistry there. She might have been okay, but it was not on the agenda, not on the itinerary for that day. So she had to teleport and break free. But this is why it usually is best to keep a wrangle device on hand, tuned up in tip-top condition. Because you see what happens when you go in freehand? You get ghosted. That's right. That's right, Stevesy. This is what happens. You go in, you don't have a wrangle device prepared, tuned up in tip-top condition. You try to just grab the waifu one-handed like that. Even if she's into a little bit, waifus are fickle. And in the blink of an eye, she could just teleport and leave you ghosted. Okay? So that's what we've got with Filmation's Ghostbusters. It's going to be a fun Apparitia episode if you haven't noticed already. All right, next up, another one from the 80s. Let's go. We've got Goldie Gold. That's right. It's one of our newest waifus on the block here. In fact, is there any, because we actually started doing Goldie Gold after Jana of the Jungle. And then Space Strikers doesn't really have a very well-known, there's like one or two waifus in there, but I don't even know if anybody remembers their name. So honestly, Goldie Gold is really making the biggest splash when it comes to new waifus. Jan of the Jungle, she's up there too, but Goldie Gold's show is a little more enjoyable. It's so bonkers. It's so unhinged that it's a little more enjoyable. So I think that gives her top ranking. So yes, I see chat. The chat's also red. They're like, my beloved Goldie, the return of Goldie. Let's go. All right. So chat's excited for more Goldie Gold as well. And that's good. We're just in time. Perfect. I'm glad everybody's excited for the return of Goldie because we're just in time.
And tonight we have the ship's traditional costume ball.
It's the ship's traditional costume ball. We're basically doing Halloween early. Okay, what are we? Almost halfway. I think it's a little over 6 months to Halloween. Almost halfway. We're almost halfway there. So I guess in the spring we get the traditional traditional costume ball. Now let's see if we can identify some of these characters here. There appears to be Cheetah from DC Comics. So you got Cheetah there. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this hair. This is some of the craziest hair I've ever seen. You know, we talk about big floofy 80s hair. This is something else. I don't really know what's going on exactly. Let's see. Who's this guy? Is this Duke Leto from Dune? Whoa, Cake detected. Okay, Cake is detected. What is up with these old cartoons costume parties? Spider-Man did the same thing. You remember the episode with Black Cat? They were having a New Year's costume party, and there was Cake detected. It was a bunny waifu, ironically enough, talking about bunny waifus earlier for Easter. It was a bunny waifu with Cake detected. Yeah, something about the costume parties. It's just an excuse. So who is this? Is this Barbarella over here with the Cake detected? What the fuck? What the fuck? It's the giant chicken from Animaniacs. What was his name? Boo?
This moldy oldie baconer hits 48 times around the sun next Friday for sterner stuff. I will be happy to spend at least some of it with the baconers. You all kick ass.
Hell yeah, Kenzo's Creations. That's awesome, man. An early happy birthday to you. An early happy birthday to you, man. That'll be great. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to put Nocturna in next week's lineup. Because if your birthday's next Friday, then the day after will be Saturday morning cartoons. You're going to need some Nocturna. So we'll get a good episode in there for you. Yeah, Chicken Boo. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. Chicken Boo. The giant chicken from Animaniacs. What is he doing here? Who invited him? Who invited the gobbledygooker? Is it Survivor Series? Who invited the gobbledygooker? Chicken Boo. Yeah, of course there's cock jokes, but those are too easy. And then you've got Cleopatra and Mark Anthony here. The Sultan. Whoa, who was that at the end? Was that, I think that's like Little Bo Peep. I don't know. Interesting party though. But where's Goldie? Where's Goldie though? What is she dressed as? We saw all these other costumes. Chicken Boo is there. But where's Goldie? Hail Caesar. Well, Goldie Gold is dressed as, do you guys want to take a guess? Does anybody know? No fair if you've already seen the episode. No fair if you've already seen the episode, but do you guys want to take a guess? Who do you think Goldie would dress up as? What would be a good look? Eve? I'll give you a hint. She was not in that clip right there. She was not the Cake detected Barbarella looking chick. She wasn't Bo Peep. A princess? Aphrodite? She wasn't Cleopatra. No, that wasn't her. A pirate? Lady Godiva? A bunny girl? That's actually not a bad guess. Not a bad guess. But I kind of wish it was. It would have fit in perfectly with Easter. There's no like hints that won't give it away. It's completely random. It's completely out of left field. So it would just be a coincidence if anybody guessed it right. But we've got Goldie. Goldie as Jana. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Hat on Fire says a genie girl. Oddly close. Have you seen the episode? I Dream of Goldie? Wait a minute. Are you guys catching on? I Dream of Goldie, a genie girl. You know what? She does pull it off pretty well. Because Bewitched was in black and white. So the outfit to me reminds me more of I Dream of Jeannie. But her hair is a little bit more like Samantha from Bewitched. So which one is it? Which witch is it? I don't know. But yeah, I would say I dream of Goldie. I dream of Goldie. Yeah, I want to see her wriggle her nose. That's the thing, Kakarot. If she wiggles her nose, then you know exactly who she's meant to be. Either way, wiggle your nose. Let me rub your lamp. Whatever we got to do. Let's get some wishes in here, Goldie Gold. Okay? Yeah, she's a witch genie, a genie witch. I dream of Goldie. But it looks like she's being stalked here by a monster. An evil creature is after our Goldie Gold, trying to get her wrangled. Well, we can't have that. We can't have that. In fact, Goldie Gold can't have that. She's almost giving She-Ra a run for her money with being the master of unwrangling. The difference is that she only sometimes actually gets wrangled. A lot of times she prevents the wrangling from happening by using one of her mini gadgets. So we're getting a new gadget, okay? Getting a new gadget this week. What do you guys think it's going to be? All right, you already guessed what she was going to be dressed as. Can you guess what new gadget we're going to get? This is also completely out of left field. I don't think anybody will get it, not even by coincidence.
Oh no, dead end. And it's getting deader by the minute.
Wait. Luckily, fortunately, I have this. Yes, luckily, fortunately, she just happens to be carrying in her purse. What do you think? What would be a good weapon to fight against the Wolfman? A Glock 19? Mech says, fortunately, I have my gold-plated Glock 19. That would be amazing. Goldie just pulls out a gun, starts blasting. Is she cartoon Paris? You mean like Paris Hilton? I guess in the sense of being so rich, but she's got a way better personality and she's smarter too. Silver bullets, silver coins, silver glitter, a silver sword, a silver chain, Nard Busters. These are great guesses, especially with it looking like a Wolfman, that it would be something made of silver. And I'm not saying that it's not made of silver, but it's not on a chain or a sword or in bullet form. No, the silver in this case is coming from hubcaps. Here we go.
My experimental compact tire ejector.
Luckily, fortunately, she just happened to have her experimental compact tire ejector. So I guess the silver's coming from the lug nuts. I don't know. But yes, she has a gun that fires tires. Okay? It looks like a hairdryer and it fires tires. This is why I love Goldie Gold. I think this is why we all love Goldie Gold, because it's batshit insane. It is, yeah, it's absurd, but that's why we love it. That's why we love it. It is batshit insane.
Experimental compact tire ejector.
That thing holds 4 tires?
5. I'm saving the spare.
And it actually holds 5 tires. She's just saving the spare. Never know when you might need it. That's our Goldie Gold. That's our Goldie Gold right there. It's so crazy. I love it. I love it. Who invented the tire launching gun? The tire ejector, as she calls it. See, that's the thing too. You can't just call it a tire gun or even a tire launcher. It's a tire ejector. It ejects tires. Okay. So let's make sure we get it right, because that's the Goldie Gold brand. Okay. Otherwise, if you're buying something called a tire launcher or a tire gun, those are knockoffs, my friend. Okay. If you want the authentic Goldie Gold brand, make sure you go with the tire ejector. All right. So that's what we've got going on with Goldie Gold. She's having a costume party. She's trying out her new experimental, by the way, compact tire ejector. It's going to be crazy with Goldie Gold. So those are some shows from the 80s. We got another one from the 80s in the lineup, but we'll keep that one a surprise. Let's check out one of the 90s shows that we got. This one is not the new one. In fact, that one's going to be a surprise. So I mentioned earlier that we've got a brand new show that we've never had on the channel before. You're just going to have to tune in to find out. Don't worry, though. You'll know it when you'll see it. One, because you probably will not recognize it from like anything anywhere, not even a Memory Unlocked. Pretty sure nobody's ever seen a single episode of it. But two, it's going to be instantly janky. Like you'll know right away, whoa, this looks pretty jank. It must be new. But speaking of jank, something that we're a little more familiar with, all the 90s stuff tomorrow is pretty much all the shows. What am I talking about? All the shows tomorrow are going to be pretty janky, but especially when we get to the 90s. And what better example of 90s jank than Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? Let's get our favorite red-headed tomato waifu, redhead supremacy, tomato waifu, catching fun in the sun right now. Just doing a little sunbathing, working on that tan. She better not stay out there too long. She'll turn red as a tomato. So we've got Tara, our tomato waifu. Don't skip Jank Day. That's right. Okay, tomorrow is Jank Day. It's got more than usual. Don't skip Jank Day, okay? It's how you build up a tolerance. Your jank resistance, it's like a muscle. You have to build it up, okay? Your jank resistance, so you don't want to skip out. But don't worry, there will be plenty of stuff along the way. You already saw. You're getting Apparitia with her hip popped, okay? You're getting Goldie Gold dressed as I Dream a Genie. You're getting Cleo, who's just wearing leg warmers and nothing else. So I mean, it's like a spoonful of honey helps the medicine go down. Okay, so when you're dealing with all this jank, we try to provide you with a little bit of eye candy along the way, so it's not gonna overpower you too much. But we do have more J-Law. Okay, it's not just jank. You've already seen we've got J-Law going out of control. Apparitia crashed a magic boat. You've got Cleo, who is invited to move in. Doesn't just accept the offer and immediately start redecorating the place. Doesn't just assume that her pets can move in with her. She kicks Riff Raff right out of the house. So we've got whole new levels of J-Law. We've got classic vehicular J-Law. And then, of course, Tara, our tomato waifu. A little bit space-headed, little air-brained, okay? So, of course, we're going to get some J-Law with her, too. This is just classic J-Law right here. You got to love it. Great moment. Still in her bikini while driving. J-Law in a bikini. You can't go wrong with that.
Hey, you sure you're okay driving? You're not going to veg out. Look.
You're not going to veg out, right? He's like, listen. It's not just because you're a tomato. You're also a waifu. Are you sure you're going to be okay driving? All right? Because this is the real scary part of the show. It's called Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, but they're not really the scary part. You're behind the wheel. You're not even watching the road. Can you please look? Can you please look at where you're going? Some wrangle vines might jump out in front of you. A whole building might jump out in front of you. Can you please look where you're going? Are you sure?
Veg out.
Look, I'm the one with the driver's license. Trust me.
And because we all know that driver's license test is airtight. Definitely. Yeah, if you are able to pass that, you are an expert. They definitely don't just hand those things out like Kleenex, okay? So trust her. She's fine.
Me. Oh, now, this is Mr. Clutch, right?
Oh, shit.
This day at the beach was a total washout.
Hey, slow down!
Okay, I'm putting my foot on the brake.
Holy shit. Just leaving a wake of destruction in her path. And yes, that was not the break. I'm sure you guys noticed.
You're really stacked, aren't you?
Trust me, famous last words.
Exactly, Reverb 154. In fact, it kind of reminds me of Hannah.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Well, I missed the show. Excuse me.
Thank you, Rex Rude. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for that one. But yeah, famous last words. Trust me. Trust me. It's kind of like Hannah. Stupid. I'll show you, stupid. And she goes and rolls the Jeep. It's kind of like that. Yeah, trust me. I totally got this. Now, this is Mr. Clutch, right? The way she, yeah, just work that a bit there, Mr. Clutch. Think you need to get a little more familiar with Mr. Clutch there.
Now, this is Mr. Clutch, right? You know, this day at the beach was a total washout.
Hey, slow down!
Okay, I'm putting my foot on the brake. How about a movie tonight?
Yeah, yes! Sure, anything you think!
We'll go to the drive-in. Invader Broccoli from Mars opens today.
Classic J-Law. Classic J-Law. You gotta love it. She looks great doing it, though. Zip, zip, zooming. That's right. She's zip, zip, zooming, leaving a wake of destruction and spilt pizza in her path, slamming on what she thinks is the brake when it's just the gas pedal. It's not her fault, though. That pedal jumped right out in front of her. You know, she was trying to hit the brake pedal, but the gas pedal just cut in line. You know, just cut in line. It just jumped right out in front of her. What's a waifu to do? So yeah, it's going to be a crazy lineup. I'm looking forward to it. We got lots of moments of J-Law, varying degrees, both the classic vehicular as well as a couple of new flavors in there with Cleo trying to take over Riff Raff Home. Robert Benson fueling up the thrust bus. Let's go.
Law says trust me equals hold my beer.
Yeah. It's kind of like waifu speak. You know, like there's a spider in the wife cage. Okay, that means she wants you to go kill the spider. Yeah, so the trust me is waifu speak for hold my beer. Proceeds to slam on the gas. Thrust bus fueled up, ready to drive. Let's go. So yeah, that is our Saturday morning preview, volume 147. It's going to be crazy. A few more shows in there that we didn't have in the preview. I always like to keep a couple of surprises for you guys. So you'll have to tune in to get the full lineup tomorrow morning, including a brand new show. Now, it may be a first and only appearance, depending on how you guys like it. I think it's all right. You know, it's got the so bad it's good cheesy voice acting and some decent action in there. So if you guys end up liking it, I will be happy to play more episodes, but we'll find that out tomorrow morning. So tune in 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to volume 147. Enjoy all the moments of J-Law. The whole volume is full of waifus, stacked and packed, wall to wall. It's going to be a good time. All right. Tomorrow night's Anime Grindhouse. I think you guys already know the drill, although I did make a little bit of a mistake last week. It had been a while since I had seen this OVA, and since we had just watched the Gaiden Genrei OVA, which is kind of like a side story, the week before, those episodes of the one that focused on the waifu with the yams of holding, those were each 30 minutes. So when you trim out the opening and closing credits, you know, because I put the opening credits at the beginning of the first episode and then trim them out of every episode in between. And then you get the credits at the end of the final episode. So I'm thinking, okay, if they're 30 minutes each and we're trimming out opening and closing credits, that's going to be fine. We'll do all 7 episodes, and it might be a slightly longer than normal Anime Grindhouse, but we'll get through the whole thing. Well, then I go to load it up and I'm importing the episodes into the editor. And I see that they're like 50 minutes, 45 minutes, 55 minutes. They're practically an hour each. And so I'm like, well, we can't do all 7 in one night then. That's we're going to have to change the plans a little bit. we're gonna have to change the plans a little bit. We can't do 7 hours in one night. That would be a bit much. So that's why last week it was just volume 1. Even though I had said on Sterner Stuff that we were going to do all 7 episodes, I was under the impression at the time that they were 30 minutes apiece. So once I found out that they were closer to an hour and a piece, we split it in half. So we did volume 1 this past Saturday, and we'll be doing volume 2 and finishing Giant Robo, The Day the Earth Stood Still, tomorrow night. Yeah, good call, right? Nope, that's right. Yeah, not going to do 7 hours in one sitting. That's a bit much. So we split it in half. It's not even a full 7 hours because they're not necessarily a full hour each, but you guys get, I'm just rounding it up. You get what I mean. It still would have been a ridiculous anime grindhouse. So we split it up. We did volume 1 this past Saturday. We'll do volume 2 tomorrow night and finish it this time for real. And that way we can go on to some new stuff the following week, because I know this will be our 3rd week in a row of Giant Robo, but I think it's been pretty fun. The side story, Gaiden Ginrei, was a lot of fun. We got the Yams of Holding scene, which is infamous at this point. And then last week was pretty fun. It was definitely more focused on Giant Robo himself. Felt a little bit more coherent as plot goes. Only a little bit though. There were still some moments where I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? What's happening here? I don't know. But it was beautiful though. The animation is beautiful. The music is great. It's got some excellent action scenes in it. And so I am looking forward to finishing this one off with you guys, and then we'll start something new next week. So that'll be midnight Eastern Standard Time. Yes, it will be in English. That's what we've been watching. All of these Giant Robo OVAs in English because it's that good golden era of English dubs from the late 80s, early 90s. A pretty good voice cast, actually. Some recognizable voice actors in the cast. And, some good lines, some good moments where you don't expect them to say what they say. That's always a fun time. So that'll be at midnight Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night over on Bacon Bits. And that's really all we have to say about the Anime Grindhouse. Not too much, other than just updating that the episodes were a lot longer than I realized last week. So we're getting more of it this week. Otherwise, you guys know the drill at this point. All right. Channel surfing, kind of the same thing as far as nothing really new to update. In fact, at the start of the stream, I mentioned the reason we didn't have it this week is because my power went out right as I was setting up the show, like literally setting up the lobby, uploading the thumbnail, and it goes out and stayed out for 2 hours or so, 2.5 hours, something like that. Basically, when the power came back on and I had everything booted up, it was approaching 10 o'clock. And I thought that if we started the channel surfing stream at 10 o'clock, we'd be there until like 4 in the morning or something. You know, they go 4 or 5 hours, and we usually stay up till 1 or 2 in the morning. Normally, when we start at 8 p.m., you know, it's been pretty normal that we'll start at 8 p.m. and be done at 12:30 or 1 o'clock. That's normal. And so I thought, okay, if we start at 10, we're going to be here till 2, 3 in the morning. I don't want to keep the Baconeers up that late. I myself was not too wild about staying up that late, trying to keep my energy up that late. Like, I'll stay up late watching movies, but that's different. That's different than hosting a stream. So I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to keep my energy up that late. So let's just put it off till next week. We'll keep the same theme. Okay, so we're still doing Westerns. So if you had gone through and collected clips, if you had ideas of what you wanted to play, just keep those in mind, or keep your clips collected somewhere, and then bring them this Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. And we will, Westerns. That's right. Duo Maxwell. We will keep the ingredient the same. That's the theme ingredient. We'll keep it the same since we missed it this week. And not much to say on that one either. Now, let's see. I didn't have a nostalgia spotlight prepared, but it is Easter Sunday, and there is a series of commercials that has a particular bunny waifu in it. And so why not? Why not? Since I just happen to have, I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure you guys have a video that just happens to have every commercial with the bunny waifu in it. You guys have this one too, right? I'm not the only one, right? So let's check out a couple commercials with the bunny waifu here for Easter. This will be our nostalgia spotlight for tonight. Take it easy. Take it easy.
All hail the Baroness!
Did you check out that LC over to see if that would be something to add to your collection? It took me years to find that anime. Every time I tried to describe it looking for it, everyone kept telling me it was Nadia, the secret of blue water.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, I checked it out. Yes, I checked it out. I haven't got a physical copy of it yet, but it is something that I would like to have in my collection, you know, a physical copy. But I have a digital copy, and I do plan to put that on an upcoming Anime Grindhouse. Thank you, Soul Edge, for that one. All right, let's do a quick nostalgia spotlight here before the waifu roundup with the Cadbury bunny, the Easter bunny here. This one might be a little different than the one you remember. Depends on where you grew up. But let's watch a few of these commercials.
Take it easy with Cadbury's Caramel.
Just the voice actress they got for her, it's like they knew what they were doing.
Well, good morning, Posty. Thank you. You know, you ought to relax a while. Here, see how the thick Cadbury's milk chocolate melts into the dreamy caramel.
I think they're doing that on purpose. These birds, they're like, hey, can you just read the ingredients to me? You know, like, with that voice, you can just read the ingredients. Let me know how many calories are in each serving. Okay, tell me the serving size. And then I love how these other birds just come zooming, zip, zooming right in.
I love birthdays, don't you? Take it easy with Cadbury's Caramel.
Take it easy. Now, you notice in this last one, because there's a progression of these. She looks, you know, mostly like a bunny, mostly. It's the voice that's doing it. But then, well, as time goes on.
I love birthdays, don't you? Take it easy with Cadbury's Caramel.
Oi! She's my exclusive! Get out of it, lowlife!
Whoa, buddy! I love how these guys are just zoomed in. They're hiding in the bushes. Telescopic lenses here.
Oi! She's my exclusive! Get out of it!
And he's like, she's mine. She's my exclusive. And then notice a little bit of a design update, just a bit. It'll be more apparent. The design update will be more apparent shortly here.
Low life, I was here first.
Hey there, paparazzi. Just relax.
There you see now she's got a hip popped right there. We're getting into more like Jessica Rabbit, you know, Lola Bunny.
I've got news for you.
What? Moly branded love rat chipmunk isn't tell shop?
No, new Cadbury's Caramel is now even smooth.
They're zooking out.
Wrapped in thick Cadbury's chocolate, it's the dreamiest caramel ever.
Whoa! Did her legs got longer in between frames? Like within the same commercial, her legs got longer. She's got a little more shape going on, you know, a little more of the hourglass shape going on. Doing the rogue pose. Yeah, it's the pose. It's the rogue pose. That's why their camera lenses are so long. Yeah, extra thick caramel.
Hey lads, I've got the scoop of the century. Lads.
Take it easy with new.
It keeps zooming out, and it's just like every woodland creature is somewhere, you know, behind the tree and the bushes, whatever. Like all of them. Look at the way they're all, dude. All of them. Look at the way they're checking her out, man. They're checking her cheeks. They're checking her cheeks. Yeah, that's some framing right there.
Framing? That's framing.
That's framing. That is framing. They're all checking her out, though.
Easy with new smoother Cadbury's Caramel. Hey, Mr. Lemon.
What is janky Sonic the Hedgehog? Look at this. It's the live action Sonic the Hedgehog.
Hey, Mr. Lemon. Take it easy. Don't
take it easy. Take it easy. Whoa, are you about to run off a cliff there? I noticed she called him a lemming, so I guess he was about to. Yeah, it's Samick. It's Samick. It's not Sonic, it's Samick. She's like, hold on. Don't you understand? There's still so much for you to live for. Take this camera while I recline on this rock in the rogue pose, and you will find a new lease on life.
You know, if you find my picture in your Cadbury's Caramel wrapper.
Holy shit. They were like, if you find the pinup of the Cadbury Bunny waifu in your chocolate, you win. You win a camera. Forget the golden ticket. I want the chocolate bar that has the waifu pinup on the inside. That's how I know I've won.
You'll win one of us.
The way she touched it. She's like,
you'll win caramel wrapper. You'll win one of 1,000 amazing compact Nikon cameras.
And then he's like, I know exactly. See? He knows exactly. He's like, okay. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, this is a furry psyop. This is a furry psyop. 100%.
Take it easy with new.
He almost died. He almost died. He was trying to figure out that zoom lens, you know? He's trying to get it to zoom in there.
Smoother Cadbury's Caramel. Take it easy, Mr. Squirrel. Don't you know you can win one of 5,000 portable CD players by finding a picture of me inside a Cadbury's Caramel wrapper?
Oh, it's not the pinup anymore. It might maybe they got a message from the higher ups and they say, oh, you got to tone it down. Well, nope, never mind. I was thinking, you know, that last one seems like they had to tone it down a little bit. They're like, hold on, guys, you're getting a little carried away with this rabbit. You're supposed to be selling candy bars. Okay, it's not a furry psyop. Nope, never mind. Back to the furry psyop. Back to the furry psyop. That didn't take long.
Take it easy, Mr. Mo. Don't you know that if you find my picture in your Cadbury's Caramel...
Oh, what? It's even more of a pinup inside the wrapper now, too. Holy shit, they are all over the place with this. They knew exactly what they were doing.
Wrapper, you'll win one of 1,500 pocket televisions. Take it even easier.
Take it easy. Whoa, buddy. So there you guys go. There's your nostalgia spotlight on the Easter Bunny. Probably not the way that you remember the Easter Bunny. Okay, so there's your nostalgia spotlight. Probably made you hungry for some caramel bars now. Yeah, that mole turned into a simp. Did you see all the chocolate bars he bought? It really was like Willy Wonka. Yeah, happy Easter. Happy Easter, bacon ears. Happy Easter. There you go. Nostalgia spotlight on the Easter Bunny. That's right, Brazzle.
One of us, one of us.
One of us. One of us. That's right, buddy. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Well, with that, it is now time for everybody's favorite segment of the week, the Waifu Roundup. So hopefully you kept those Wrangle devices tuned up in tip-top condition. Whether you're going old school with the lasso, maybe you got something fancy like a net launching tank, or going full-blown sci-fi like RoboCop with a wrist-mounted grappling hook, whatever you got, make sure it's ready to go because we've got some new and exclusive waifu pinups for you here in the roundup, and you're going to want to get them in your stable. So let's head to the front of the ship here. Let's check the meter, and let's see how many waifus we're wrangling tonight. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Hit the music. We're off to a good start. It's moving. It's moving. Stack it up. That's 2. That's 2 already. That's 2. That's 3. And it's still going. Let's go, man. We did pretty good. Oh, shit. 4. Let's fucking go. It's still going. And we got 5. Holy shit. We got 5 waifus and about a quarter of the way, maybe just shy of a quarter of the way to the next waifu number 6. But we got 5 waifus wrangled, ready to get into your stable. Hopefully you got room. It's always a good idea to make an expansion onto your stable every now and then because you're going to want more. Okay, you're going to want more. So that's right. We got 5 waifus to wrangle. That is that's a really good roundup, Taverns Pull. I would agree. And about a quarter of the way to the next one. So let's go ahead and find out who we got here. First up, waifu number 1. This one comes to us from Master Krakken. And this was a waifu that we recently saw, well, somewhat recently. It's been a few weeks now, but still somewhat recently on the Anime Grindhouse. So think back before we got into all the chaos with Giant Robo. So before the Yams of Holding, we were watching another show. We did a couple of OVAs, in fact. We did a couple of OVAs right before Giant Robo. Let me think if I can give a hint without giving it away.
Come on, let's get to 6.
Let's go. Thank you, Robert Benson. He's doing his part. Let's see if we can get to number 6. Can we hit it? Stand up. Be counted. Let's go. Kamugi is here, but it's not. This is not Kamugi. Kamugi is here, but this is not her. The only hint that I can think to give you is pretty much going to give it away, but you would still had to have been there watching it to get this hint. So I think it's good. Think lipstick lightsaber. Who had a lipstick lightsaber? That should really, even if you don't remember her name, that should at least remind you of the anime that it was from. Taverns Pull's got it. Phantom Quest. Gojira says it's Goldie. Goldie would have a lightsaber in her lipstick, but no, this was from Anime Grindhouse. Anime Grindhouse with the lipstick lightsaber. Ghost Hunter chick. There you go. The Ghostbuster chick. The Phantom Quest girl. I see that nobody remembers her name, but that's okay. That's okay. Nobody remembers her name.
Thunder! Thunder! Thundercats!
This is all I can do. Let nobody say that the station's resident pimp never did his part for these hoes.
Thank you, Chester Stevens. The pop-up worked that time, so we got some Thunder Cake. Ho! Let's go. Thank you so much for the big dono right there. Thank you, Chester Stevens. Appreciate it, man. Nobody would ever say that. Nobody ever has, and nobody ever will. That's right, brother. Thank you, man. You and Wiss, the Cheddar Swiss Coalition, making their presence known tonight. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so yes, without further ado, I don't expect anybody to remember her exact name because I will admit I had to look it up too. when Master Krakken sent me the artwork and I was labeling everything, I was like, wait, what's her name? And I had to look it up. But yes, it is from Phantom Quest Corps. I almost just called her the Ghost Hunter girl again. From Phantom Quest Corps, it is, I believe her name was Ayaka. See what I mean? I had to look it up. But I think it's Ayaka Kisaragi. I'm probably butchering that. Let me see. Hold on a second. I'm pretty sure that's it. But yes, from Phantom Quest Corps, she had the red dress. She had the lipstick lightsaber. She was actually a pretty cool character, a lot of fun. Remember how she would get drunk and like sing and stuff? That show was pretty wild. It was only 4 episodes, but it was pretty wild and it was a lot of fun. And usually with the one-off OVAs, you don't normally get enough time with the characters for them to make any sort of impact, you know, and be like, oh yeah, that's a top waifu. But she was so much fun though. Yeah, the karaoke taxi cab, exactly. Like even if we can't remember her name, we remember the hijinks that she got up to. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Like, so we had to get one of this waifu here, courtesy of Master Krakken, Ayaka from Phantom Quest Corps, rocking the iconic red dress, and it looks like Kitty has been there too.
Pardon me. Pontsu.
Yeah, redhead supremacy. Redhead supremacy, that's right. So excellent job by Master Krakken on waifu number 1. All right, that's 1 down, 4 more to go. Let's see who's up next here. We got one from Odacat. This waifu is sort of a, I guess you could consider her a classic waifu. She's an evil waifu from a classic show from the 90s, but one that we can't watch on the channel. So I've been putting some waifus like this in the mix lately. Sometimes it was because they were celebrating an anniversary, like Jill Sandwich, Resident Evil 30th anniversary last week, or Asuka from Evangelion doing their 30th anniversary last month. So I thought, hey, why not? Why not? We'll throw in some more waifus, even if it's not an anniversary, just some waifus that we haven't seen before. And we know them. Like you might not be able to guess this one, but you know her right away when you see her. And I don't think we've ever gotten a pinup of her before either. It's not Ada Wong. It's not a Resident Evil character. It's not Dr. Blight, although that is a good guess with the hair, the silhouette of the hair. That's a really good guess, but it is not Dr. Blight. She is a redhead. It's not Daphne, but she is a redhead. But I don't know if that's going to help you because it's the red hair. I would argue is not even her most defining feature. It's not even. It's let's see. How could I give you guys a hint without completely giving it away? Not April. Not April O'Neil. It's an evil waifu. Okay, she's an evil waifu from a 90s cartoon. One of our most beloved 90s cartoons. So think 90s villain from a top tier show that I wish we could play, but it's owned by Disney, so we can't. So think evil waifu from a holy shit! Look at Milk and Dew. Milk and Dew. That is crazy. You know your hair silhouettes. Okay, you know your hair silhouettes right there. That's right. It is Mystique. From the 90s X-Men cartoon, we've got Mystique ready for springtime. Okay, bikini season is officially upon us, not just here on the Orbital Station where it's bikini season year-round, but it's actually warming up outside. It's bikini time. So we've got Mystique from the 90s X-Men cartoon ready. I don't think, does she get tan? I don't know. Does she just get darker blue? She just gets bluer? I don't know. But she's ready. She's ready for a bikini season here.
Swing, swing.
She's got her blue mystery cola, which is actually, I don't think it's still a thing, but I do remember at one time there was Mountain Dew. I think it's Voltage now, right? Isn't blue Mountain Dew just a normal thing that they sell all the time? I think it's just Voltage. But I remember when Blue Mountain Dew was the new mystery flavor. It was the new mystery flavor. So she's got the blue mystery can of Mountain Dew, old school right there. And the lovely white bikini with the gold skull belt. So kind of a nod to her costume there. Very well done. You love that stuff? Yeah, now they just sell Blue Mountain Dew. It's just a normal thing now. But I remember when it was the mystery flavor. Yeah, buddy. So there you go. That one is courtesy of Odacat. Very well done. Very well done there. All right, next up, we've got back to Master Krakken. And what's crazy is somebody guessed this earlier, like before I even said anything. I think it was before we even put the first silhouette up there. I think we were still checking the bar, and somebody was like, it's gonna be blank as blank. And I was like, holy shit, how did you know? How did you know? Yeah, Isaac Nieder. Was that you? Was that you, Isaac Nieder, that guessed Kamugi as Felicia? I don't know how you got that. So yeah, we've had the past several weeks, and this is an ongoing thing and shall continue to be an ongoing thing, is Kamugi dressed as other Saturday morning waifus. So we've seen Kamugi as Shira and Cammy and Diana from Dungeons and Dragons. So this past Saturday, since we saw an episode of Darkstalkers, and last Friday, we got a pinup of Felicia, just regular Felicia. Well, she was in the tiny overalls. So for our cosplaying Kamugi this week, you guys already know, it is Kamugi as Felicia. So there you go. We've got yet another Kamugi cosplay, doing another Saturday morning waifu here, Kamugi as Felicia. So we'll get some more. We'll get some more outfits for her coming up, because we will keep this as sort of like a running gag. So basically like a running gag. We will have Kamugi cosplaying as other Saturday morning waifus. Master Krakken does an excellent job with artwork of her, and he always alters the outfits just a bit, so that they match her style, her personality. Yeah, she's adorable. Kamugi's awesome. So we've got Kamugi as Felicia from Darkstalkers as waifu number 2, courtesy, that's waifu number 3. Sorry, waifu number 3, courtesy of Master Krakken. All right. Waifu number 4. Whoa, buddy. All right, I think you guys should know who this one is. You guys should know who this one is just by that hair silhouette, that hair profile right there. That should give it away. We also saw her this past Saturday. There you go. Yep. We saw her gasping for air this past Saturday, and she is also ready for the season, which is now upon us. And looks like she's ready for a party too, because she brought some cake. So we've got Voodoo. Remind me of the babe with the power of voodoo. Hoodoo? You do. You remind me of the babe. That's right. It's Voodoo. Let's do the voo. Didn't she say that? I'm pretty sure that was a line in the episode. Let's do the voo with a Voodoo here from Wildcats. And she is celebrating the 3-year anniversary, volume 150. Next week, it's Kenzo's birthday. 2 weeks ago, it was Tavern's Pole's birthday. So whoever wants the cake, she brought cake, whatever party, whatever celebration you want to apply that to, she's got enough cake for all of it. Okay, let's put it that way. Voodoo brought enough cake for whatever celebration that you would like to apply it to. Okay, so bikini season, ready to go.
Swing.
Our gasping queen, Voodoo, celebrating volume 150, 3-year anniversary, Baconeers, birthdays, whatever it may be. She brought plenty of cake to go around. So that is waifu number 4, courtesy of Odacat, top tier waifu. Voodoo is quickly becoming one of the waifu royalty here on the station, right up there with Frosta and Princess Lana and Hannah, Charlie Girl. I think Voodoo deserves a spot right up there with them. Okay, waifu number 5. This might be our final waifu of the night. Let's recheck the list. We are halfway. Wow. Holy shit, man. You guys are going crazy tonight. We are actually halfway there, living on a prayer to waifu number 6. But in the meantime, we got waifu number 5. This one is also brought to us from Odacat, and another first time pinup. Okay, so first time this waifu is getting a pinup. It's also going to be a little bit tricky because it's a live action waifu. Okay, this is a live action waifu. And any hint. I'm thinking of a couple of different hints. I think they're all going to be pretty obvious, especially if you've been paying attention. But we'll start with this. We have recently watched a couple of movies with this waifu in it. And every time, multiple people, not just me, because obviously I'm a little biased. This is one of my all-time favorite real-life waifus ever. But it's not just me. A lot of people have admitted that this is one of the most gorgeous women that has ever been captured on camera. Might be one of the most gorgeous women to have ever existed, but definitely one of the most gorgeous to be captured on camera. And we've watched a couple of movies with her in it. They've all been insanely janky, some jankier than others, but a really good time. One in particular, the sci-fi one, because there was one that was more of like a fantasy adventure. Then there was, also kind of a fantasy adventure. And then there was a sci-fi one. It's not Pilot from Captain Power. Nope, not Black Scorpion. Not Julie Newmar. There you go. There you guys go. Okay, you figured it out. Michael Russum, Prince of the Abyss, Kakarot. That's right. The Warrior of Love, Caroline Munro. Let's go. In her Star Crash bikini. Of course, it's a modified version of the space bikini from Star Crash. But it's still, I think you can still recognize it. I think you can still tell that it's the one from Star Crash. It's been a little modified, a little bit, but I think you can still recognize it. So yes, courtesy of OdaCat, we've got Caroline Munro in her space bikini from Star Crash, looking awesome. Looking awesome, man. I love the live action adaptations. We actually have had a pinup of Julie Newmar as Catwoman. That one turned out great. We have Caroline Munro now. Turned out awesome. I'm pretty sure there was another live action one that we got adapted into a pinup. We've had a few, they just look great.
Take a look at that!
Vince, you Pete, we need that chair for the 6th waifu.
Let's go. Ron McChaos delivering a massive super kick to Vince, knocking him right out of the chair, hoping to get us one more waifu tonight. Who is the next waifu? If we get to waifu number 6, who is it going to be? Oh, buddy. I remember this waifu. In fact, you guys could probably recognize who this is. We got another one from Master Krakken, another celebratory waifu, anniversary waifu. But I think we've got a little bit more to go. Wrong button. There we go. All right, let's refresh the meter. Let's see how close we actually are. About 3/4. 3/4 of the way. 3/4 of the way. We can always save her till next time. But we've got 3/4 of the meter full to get to this next waifu here from Master Krakken. We'll do a brief recap, though. We got Caroline Munro from Star Crash. Tyrant's Pool making Yuri dance.
Hopefully this will get us there.
So close, man. You got us into Sliver Country. You got us into Sliver Country with that one. We can't stop here. We can't stop here. This is Sliver Country. So we've got from Star Crash, Caroline Munro. Excellent job. Love the live action waifus getting adapted into pinup form. We've got Voodoo, our gasping queen, ready for bikini season, as well as all the celebrations coming up here on the channel.
Yes!
Kinzo's Creations with 10 big Bison Bucks.
Let's go.
Let's go. Did that get us out of Sliver Country? Hold on. I think we're still in Sliver Country. Okay, we're almost out of Sliver Country. Almost out of Sliver Country. So close. So close. Let's see if we can get out of Sliver Country here. We've got Kamugi as Felicia from Darkstalkers. Kamugi always dressing up as other Saturday morning waifus. This week, Felicia from Darkstalkers. Who will she be next time? We've got Mystique from the 90s X-Men cartoon, also ready for bikini season. This one courtesy of OdaCat. And then last but certainly not least, we have 10 big Bison Bucks is what we've got.
Come on, let's get to 6.
Let's go. That did it. Robert Benson. Those were the final 10 big Bison Bucks we needed to get us right there. Another meter full. All right, let's go right back up. Guess we'll just have to see these waifus again. Guess we'll just have to see them again. Okay, so from Phantom Quest Corps, we have Ayaka, courtesy of Master Krakken. We have Mystique, rocking that bikini there. Kamugi as Felicia. Love seeing her dressed up as other characters. Voodoo, ready to party. Do the voo. We've got Caroline Monroe. Excellent work here. Star Crash bikini. Love to see it. And then waifu number 6 has now been unlocked. This one courtesy of Master Krakken. We've got another waifu. This one, well, we've seen her recently. Was it last week? Was it last week that we were talking? I think last week was the Jill sandwich, but we had another waifu that had a 30th anniversary. That's right, Asuka. There you go. There you go. You got it. And you might recognize by the silhouette. She had an infamous scene, her introductory scene, the first time she showed up. And she had that yellow dress, and it was a windy day. Do you guys remember? Here's your change. It was actually hilarious. That scene was hilarious. So we've got Asuka in her yellow sundress on a very windy day, and it looks like Kitty has been here once again.
Pardon me. Pontsu.
It went a little bit differently in the show. Kitty had not yet been there in the show, but it was still a very windy day. And it was a funny interaction because one of the guys, he was definitely a baconeer. He was checking her out. And then she's like, you know, what are you going to do? The wind just blew. You're already looking in that direction. I mean, what are you going to do? But she still got all pissed off. And he was like, okay, if you're going to be pissed off, here's your change. It's like, what? You know, good for the goose, good for the gander. That shit was hilarious, man. Got him a good handprint, you know, the smack that leaves the handprint on the face. Got one of those. That was his change right there. So yes, thank you, Kitty. Doing a job. Well done. Asuka, best girl. Let's go. Waifu number 6 here. Let's fine. Then I guess just pout. Yes, redhead supremacy. So excellent job. Thank you guys so much. Massive support tonight. Lots of great waifus wrangled. Get them in your stable, man. These are some really good ones. We've got some more excellent artwork on the way. I've seen a couple of previews, some works in progress coming up. And of course, some stream boss requests that should be getting done soon as well. And some really good stream boss requests in there too. So we'll be seeing those on some future Sterner stuff. So thank you guys so much, everybody that sent in donations tonight. Your support is very much appreciated, not just by me, but by the artists as well. You're helping keeping food on their table, as well as the station in orbit. So thank you guys so much for that. Thank you to everybody for being here. Okay, each and every one of you. I hope that you enjoyed the madness tonight. I'd say it was a pretty good time, having a good start to our weekend here. Some laughs, some waifus. What more could you ask for, right? So be sure to like up the stream if you enjoyed the madness tonight. Thank you, everybody. Head over to the OBTV Discord. Jump in the VC, mute your mic for consideration. You know, it's kind of like a movie theater. We don't want to talk over the movie. And at midnight Eastern Standard Time, which is about 45 minutes from now. So this is a little bit of a shorter show, but that's fine. That gives you time to get some snacks. If you need to get some more pizza rolls, some sparks, some spins, some crystal twists, some foo-pa, whatever your Zook of choice may be. And get ready for a really fun movie. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. Plus, watching with the Baconeers just adds it. It takes it from watching a movie to experiencing a movie. So I think it's going to be a fun experience watching with you guys. Did I say what movie it's going to be? I don't think I did.
Nifty.
Next time you have a power outage, invest in a good solar generator and panel in case of emergencies. I have 2 of them. One of them I used for Hurricane Helene in 2024, and another for around $115. I recommend EcoFlow as a Baconeer prepper.
Oh, thank you, Duo Maxwell. I'll actually look into that. I've thought about it just very generally as far as I wonder if having a battery backup or a generator or something like that would be worth it, because I've had power outages before. It seems like anytime we get any sort of thunderstorm, it goes out. But the other day it was like sunny, so I don't know. But I've never actually given any sort of serious research into it, and it sounds to me like you just gave me a great place to start. So thank you, Duo Maxwell, for that one. I really appreciate that, man. But yeah, I don't believe I announced what movie it is. The name of the movie I don't know if it's going to inform anybody of anything, but it's called The Barbarians. Very generic name, but a hilarious movie. It's from the 80s during the barbarian craze. So, you know, like when Conan was really popular and they were making stuff like Kroll the Conqueror and all that. The Barbarians, I think, was meant to launch the career of these brothers. They might even be twins. They look very similar. Definitely brothers, might be twins. They're both jacked up on steroids, so perfect for barbarian characters. And it's a really fun, goofy movie. So I think you guys will enjoy it. We're going to have fun riffing on it. Can't wait. That'll be in about 45 minutes, a little less now, from now in the OBTV Discord. And then, of course, tomorrow morning, we've got the Saturday morning cartoons at 9 a.m. And I hope to see you guys there for that. In case I don't see you anytime the rest of the weekend, I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. I want you all to stay awesome, stay based. God bless you all. Let me leave you now with a moment of Zook.
Should return to the house.
I don't take orders from you.
Vac, is anything wrong? I hope I haven't caused any trouble.
No, no problem.
Could you bring me my towel?
The master will not be pleased with your absence.
You displease me, and I ignore you.
I'm going to inform the master.
Tattletale!
A Tattlebot. That robot was a baconeer. That one robot was a baconeer. He was just trying to watch the waifu, man. Somebody's always trying to spoil the fun. All right, guys, that's the show. Until next time, y'all have a good one.
Until all is one.
Yes, until all is one.
Thank you for visiting me. It's been real.
Tomorrow.